If you're looking for your first camera, then hopefully this video saves you some money and regret. So let's start with the Insta360 GO Ultra. So the main selling point of this camera is that it's very versatile because you can use it like an action cam, point and shoot camera. You can also detach this camera unit and you can attach it to your magnetic mount. Overall, it's just very gimmicky and fun to shoot with. The main downside with this is that it's not really that great in low light. Even though it has a dedicated low light mode called Pure Video, all it really does is it adds more processing to the image. If you're looking for a compact vlogging camera that just works straight out of the box, I think you're going to enjoy the GO Ultra. The flip screen makes it better for selfie, low and high angle shots. And the fact that you can also stick the camera into hard to reach places, you're probably gonna love getting unique shots with this one. Alternatives would be the Insta360 GO 3S, DJI Nano, and even the DJI Action 2. Alright, so next up is the DJI Action 5 Pro. It gives great image quality straight out of the box. It's very rugged, has long-lasting battery, and it charges really fast. It has internal memory. Overall, a great camera for action, adventure activities, daily vlogs. The downside of this camera is that it doesn't really perform that well in low light, though a little bit better than the GO Ultra. This camera is not really made for indoor low light scenarios. This one is made for action-oriented activities. Even though this can shoot photos, this camera doesn't do well as a dedicated photography camera. If you're looking for a camera that's great for vlogging, cinematic style shots, and especially any action heavy activities, then the Action 5 is your best choice. Its front screen makes it convenient for selfie shots, and the fact that it's waterproof makes it an ideal choice for trips to the beach on holidays. Alternatives would be the Action 4, the new Action 6, and even the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Bro, it's so cold, man. Up next is the DJI Pocket 3. So the Pocket 3 is very well known within the camera community because it has a mechanical gimbal and also it gives great image quality. So the Pocket 3 does have a bigger sensor than any of these cameras in front of me. Not only you get great image quality out of the camera, you can also get that blurry background that everyone's obsessing about. It is very small and pocketable. It has good battery life and it charges really fast when you need it. And overall fun camera to shoot with. Because it does have a mechanical gimbal, you're able to get very buttery smooth stabilized shots with this. Not only that, this camera can also track subjects. Doesn't matter if it's a person, an animal, a car. You can just leave this on the table and set a subject that you want to track and the camera will follow it. So I guess the downside with this would be the gimbal and the rotating screen. Because they are moving parts, they are more prone to damage. One wrong move and you could damage the camera. But the biggest problem with this camera is that there is a steep learning curve. While the gimbal helps you get stabilized footage, it won't just magically fix bad technique. If you're just vlogging, it's probably okay, but if you want cinematic gimbal movements, then you have to treat this like those bigger gimbal systems. Not great for absolute beginners and casual users, but it's an amazing tool if you're experienced or willing to learn how to use it. Alternatives would be... Yeah, nothing. I can't find any good alternatives to this, but there is the Pocket 2. That camera was actually good enough. It was actually fun to shoot with, but when the Pocket 3 came out, I just had to upgrade because the jump in image quality was so huge. For me, it didn't make sense not to upgrade. Last but not the least is my Sony A7C, the one that you've been watching me this whole time. With the mirrorless camera, you're just able to get a much higher image quality and wider dynamic range compared to any of these cameras right here. Interchangeable lenses, physical buttons, mechanical shutter, bigger sensor, cold shoe mounts, headphone jack, microphone jack, many great things. And the best thing about them is that you get a higher chance for paid opportunities. So you can shoot birthdays, weddings, live events, concerts, and potentially make money out of it. And when you get paid doing photography and videography, you can just buy more cameras. One of the downsides is that it does have a steep learning curve, but it is rewarding once you learn the basics. And also the cost, because sometimes the lenses actually cost more than the body. Not only that, you need to buy SD cards, batteries, ND filters, cage, top handle, side grip, a monitor, tripod. The list could go on and on. So for recommendations, since I'm familiar with Sony the most, any of the Sony A6000 line or A7C or even the ZV-E10. For me, I got the Sony A7C. It's a full frame camera. I got it 5 years ago. ago. I'm still learning about the camera today. I haven't mastered everything on it yet. That's why I like using this camera a lot. So if you're choosing your first camera, hopefully this saves you money and regret. Every camera here is capable of producing great image quality. It's just really about which tools fits your needs. You know, if you had to pick one of these cameras, which one would it be and why? My name is Justin. I make real world camera videos like this, not spec sheet stuff. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.